Hey guys, I'm HOJ, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a best of one standard event with my Selesnya Ramp deck. This is a kind of slight evolution to the mono-green ramp deck that I've been running for the last several weeks. And all the links are going to be in the description, as well as the top linked comment. We'll have a link if you'd like to subscribe or become a member, or if you'd like to donate a one-time super thanks. So let's hop into the deck. With mono green, I absolutely love the consistency of all the mana dorks and being able to ramp into either Ouroboroid as our win condition or a one-of copy of Craterhoof Behemoth. With Selesnya, we're taking a slight detour to be able to have access to very important cards in certain matchups. So we still have 18 mana dorks in the deck. We've got a full play set of Llanowar Elves on one. We have the full play set of Badgermole Cub, Bramble Familiar, and then Leyline Weaver as well. 2 copies of Great Divide Guide to help kind of with the mana. And then we also have all of our ways to search. We have a full play set of Nature's Rhythm to go and find whatever we need. A full play set of Archdruid's Charm, kind of for the same purpose. This can also be used as either removal for artifact or enchantments, or we can use it to give one of our creatures a +1/+1 counter and then fight another creature, or deal damage to another creature that we don't control. For our tutor targets, we have also 2 copies of Formidable Speaker, which helps us kind of find any creature that we need, even if it is at disadvantage by discarding a card. White brings Curious Farm Animals at 1 mana. This is the best way that we can deal with artifacts and enchantment on demand. It also gains us 3 life. The ability to sack it and just have in play is particularly useful. This can be nice in a pinch against an opponent playing like a Pinnacle Star Cage, where we can use it as it resolves so that we don't actually lose any of our creatures. It's also nice against Omniscience if you're able to get it out and ready to go. And then we have 1 copy of a Demi of the Silk Shoots, which is really nice against control, any kind of board wipe situation. We can put this in at instant speed with flash and then give all of our creatures hexproof and indestructible until end of turn in response to like a Day of Judgment or something like that. Doorkeeper Thrull is a silver bullet, which is fantastic against the Jeskai Artifacts deck. This will single-handedly shut down their entire deck. The game is over once you play this. And then it's also essentially the same thing against the new Omniscience deck, which uses lots and lots of creatures with come into play abilities. Other than, I think, maybe 1 or 2 copies of Bounce, if you can resolve this, either on like turn 2 or turn 3, the game is basically over and you've won. And then we also have one of the new cards here, Turncoat Konichi, which gives us access to be able to deal with any opposing creatures. When this comes in, it's a 3/2 for 3, Mutant Ninja Fox. When this enters, you can choose target creature and opponent controls, and then exile that creature until this creature leaves the battlefield. If the creature's sneak cost was paid, instead just exile it. We don't have access to black mana outside of starting town, so for the most part, we'll just be playing this for 3 mana. But it gives us a nice ability to deal with any creature and just search it up. And then other than that, we just have the 1 Craterhoof Behemoth for the 1-turn kill and the full play set of Ouroboroid, and that's the deck. For the mana, we do have 2 Restless Prairies. You could go with 3 copies. I wanted to go with 2 just since we do have some Llanowar Elves on 1 and just want to have fast mana as much as possible. And then a full play set of Temple Garden, 2 copies of Multiversal Passage, and 3 copies of Starting Town. A full play set of Hushwood Verge, and then 7 basic forests. So just to kind of give us the best access to mana without slowing us down too much. 22 land, and that is the deck. So let's go ahead and hop into round 1. I really enjoy mono green. I think mono green is still fantastic, but just being able to deal with certain decks so easily with Doorkeeper Thrull, or being able to protect yourself with the Demi of the Silk Shoots, just proves invaluable, and I really like having that extra little bit of utility. Okay, we can lead out here with Temple Garden and drop Curious Farm Animals. Not sure we're up against with Mono Blue, maybe. Okay, I guess, yeah, just Mono Blue with Spectral Sailor. Or Simic. Here, let's go ahead and drop Leyline Weaver. Nice way to block. Unless they have the Spell Snare. Sure. Now we can go for Badgermole Cub into a Demi. They could have blockers at instant speed. I'm not sure what they've got for 3 mana. But yeah, we can go ahead and attack here. See if they have another counterspell. Okay, apparently they do. All right, let's try again. Now they could have Enduring Curiosity, so I don't really want to attack into that. And we can play a Demi at instant speed, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Okay, they're just drawing a card. If they go for the attack here, we can try to ambush. All right, and they want to go ahead and 3 steps, that's fine. So now we got a couple options. We have access to 6 mana, so I think we just want to go for Ouroboroid here. We could also kind of try to get fancy and then like play our Restless Prairie, bring in another Badgermole Cub first. I guess that kind of works. We could do that, and also I guess we don't have enough mana to do that and get and also get the Ouroboroid. Let's just do kind of the straightforward play here. And then next turn we can get another Ouroboroid. Or we can just draw one, that works too. They could have Aetherize, so we're going to have to be just a little careful here instead of like all-inning. Might want to just attack with just a couple creatures here just in case they've got Aetherize. So I think I'm just going to attack with these three. I don't know they have it for sure, but it would be kind of a blowout on our Ouroboroid. Alright, that'll work. There's a lot of exciting decks. I did see the comment that you guys put out there to check out LVD's Boros deck take on the Ascension deck, so I definitely want to check that out. Maybe do a video for that, and then also kind of maybe a control deck, either like Azorius or possibly Jeskai. But I appreciate the comments and the suggestions. If there's other decks you guys want to see or something you're excited about, particular card, put it in the comments. I'd love to know. Okay, so we can go and get curious farm animals, but I think right now we just want to develop a little bit. We could also just like punch the scavenger. I don't think we need to do that. I think we probably just want to maybe develop some mana. Could go just like for Bramble Familiar and plus attack. I think I just want developing our mana feels pretty good. This way, if they like get rid of one of our mana dorks, we can just use Archdruid's Charm to break it out if we have to. Also, if they tap out, we can like potentially set up like a Turncoat Koinichi. You have to be a little careful in case they give it flying, especially if they have like flying plus another ethereal armor. So we could go and get Turncoat. We don't quite have enough mana just yet, but what we could do is we could like Rhythm for here, I'm just gonna play this. Let's Rhythm for a Badgermole Cub. Could also get like the curious farm animals as well. I think I just want more mana though. This might be a little greedy. I'm not sure if I'm... Yeah, I guess maybe this was too greedy. If they have a way to like make it fly, that could have just ended the game right there. We could just chump. I think I prefer chumping over like going to 4. So they have 1 mana up in case they might have another Shard Mages here, which is like if they were tapped out, I could certainly go for the Turncoat Koinichi play. Instead, let's see, we have 6, 8 mana. Maybe just curious farm animals. Guess we could try the Koinichi. Like, if we go for Koinichi, we still have, like, potentially Charm as backup. Yeah, actually, I think I'm just going to go for the Curious Farm Animals here, just to be safe. This gives us a couple different ways to deal with enchantments. Just want to buy a little bit of time to develop. Okay, well now we can just use our farm animals. So drop down to being like a 4 power. Yeah, I think I'm okay just using farm animals here just to block like that. Let's get rid of the ethereal armor. Gain a little bit of life. Okay, and there's Ouroboroid. Yeah, we can just do that. Again, we've got 8 mana. I think I just like Ouroboroid plus potentially just holding up Charm. Could get 5 mana here if we wanted. Or we could just get like another Badgermole Cub. I think I just want to hold up Charm though. Just in case they get like flying or something crazy. Okay, there's Feather of Flight, so we can just punch it in response. That'll work. We won't be able to buff our Ouroboroid here, but that's fine. And that should do it. Yeah, there were a couple different ways to run that game. I just kind of wanted a little bit more reactive control. Okay, opening hand looks good. Got Mana Dork on 2. Hopefully Ouroboroid on 3. Okay, same deck. Just want to get our mana going as quick as possible. They probably Seam Rip or Sheltered by Ghosts here. Yeah, there's the Seam Rip. Okay, so they held priority there, so it looks like they do have Shard Mage's Rescue. Good to know. Could Speaker here. I think I'd rather just Elves plus Curator. Just get a little bit more acceleration. I guess if we can go for Speaker, we can like toss the Curator and find like another Ouroboroid. So that way they'll need like multiple ways to deal with like multiple copies of Sheltered by Ghosts. The other consideration is we could want to maybe grab like the Curious Farm Animals to have that ready to go. Could be good. I think maybe the double body though feels pretty good. Just get a little bit more acceleration. Like we can still, I guess, so if they go Sheltered by Ghosts next turn, we can still just go into Ouroboroid. I think I'm going to double spell here. I could see going either direction. If they attack, we know that they have Shard Mages. Okay, so they're representing Shard Mages. Even if we double block, they can make it a 5/5. So just take the damage here. Now we could go for Ouroboroid or just like Familiar plus Speaker. Ouroboroid is so good though, like it forces them to have Sheltered by Ghosts. Problem is like, I guess if they have Sheltered by Ghosts next turn, like unless we draw land, we won't have enough mana to get rid of it. So I almost wonder if it is better to go double spell here, but I mean Ouroboroid is so strong. We could push. I guess we can't push with Elves, but we could push with the Curator. But then that doesn't really give us any good blocks. So keeping the Curator around saves us potentially a little bit of time, which I like. So I think we just sit. I am potentially worried about the double strike coming up in case they've got flying. So might have been correct to like use Speaker last turn to set up for Curious Farm Animals. Okay, they did have the Shelter by Ghosts. And now they can make this 7 toughness, so we can't double block, unfortunately. Yeah, this is tough. So if they have a way to give it flying next turn and we don't block here, they will certainly kill us with double strike. And I guess even if we do block, they might still kill us with double strike. I guess they would, since they've got Shard Mages. So I think we just take this. Okay, so now we can go Speaker. We need Curious Farm Animals. If we know that they have Shard Mage, then Turncoat Koinichi won't work. Could also potentially go for like Leyline Weaver if we think they can make it fly, but that is like a one-turn solution. So I think we need the farm animals. And then I think we just play out the familiar. Try to give ourselves even more mana. So here, if they have flying, we're in trouble. Yeah, there's the Shard Mages we knew they had the whole time. Can make it double strike if they can make it fly. That's a problem. And they had the Feather Flight. Yeah. So like if we went and got the spider instead, we could have survived that turn. But then like what do we do the next turn is the only problem. So I guess like the turn we played Ouroboroid, we maybe should have like double spelled instead and found the farm animals like a turn earlier. Yeah, I think that probably would have been better. Like if they didn't have Shelter by Ghost, Ouroboroid is really good, but like they've got 4 copies, so there's a decent chance they've got it. Lots of mana dorks this game, which we love to see. Okay, this is the Rakdos Monument deck, I believe. Let's tap it like this. What do we want to search for here? I think probably just more mana with Badgermole Cub. So we can double spell that way. If it survives, then we have 10 mana next turn. Yeah, Coolwood Root is great. Such a good card for them. So we can double block, which is interesting. They definitely kill Badgermole Cub. I think it's worth just keeping Cub around. We're still high life. It's like so much mana. Alright, so we have 10, 11 mana, which is not quite enough. I guess we could do 12 here for the by tapping like Badgermole Cub and just like tapping out to go and get the Craterhoof, but we don't have enough to kill them yet. So instead, I think we'd probably just go get Ouroboroid. Oh, you know what? I didn't tap that the way I wanted to. That's unfortunate. I do want to have access to a demi here, so I'm going to play it. I think, yeah, the auto tapper, I could have tapped it differently. This way we took an extra 2 damage. Hopefully we don't lose the game with that 2 life, but I guess we'll find out. Now we could push here. We could also save it for a demi in case they've got removal. So I think we just hold. This way, if they have like Bitter Triumph or something, we can use a demi to save it. We are going to take a little bit of damage here, though. Alright, and if they pull any tricks here to discard more cards to make their cards bigger, you can just use a demi. Yeah, that should do it. Opening hand looks great. Could be the same deck, maybe mono black. Sure. They probably take Badgermole. Or maybe Weaver, I suppose. Weaver's still pretty good. Ooh, Bebop and Rocksteady. Interesting. Huh. So I think we just go and get another Badgermole. That'll untap this and give us some more mana to do some more stuff. We are going to take some damage here. We could potentially also set up like a Turncoat Konichi to deal with the Bebop and Rocksteady, or just get like Ouroboroid going or something like that eventually. So let's go get Badgermole to start. Not sure what they've got here. Splinter's Technique. So, either like... I'm trying to think what they would play. They could board wipe, potentially. We can always go like Archdruid's Charm to go and find a demi of the Silk Shoots and then like make everything indestructible. That feels pretty good. I think we could also, let's see, we've got 6/9 mana. Not quite enough to go for the 1-turn kill. Actually, I guess if we... Hang on a second. Let's do it this way. Since we have 2 ways to search, we can... go for another Badgermole. Let's tap that down. Get the untaps. Get Badgermole going. Okay, now we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. So now we can go find Craterhoof. Yeah, and I think that should be... Alright, let's start there. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, if you have 2 ways to search, you can go. You can always go and get another Badgermole, then give yourself more mana and just make it happen. See, Breeding Pool, so this could be potentially like Omniscience, could be Simic Aggro, could be Reanimator. Does machines. Okay, Reanimator, sure. Or some version of Reanimator. Yeah, Reanimator. Alright, so we're under the gun, we gotta find an answer ASAP. We have a 3 mana search, which is kind of tough. So I think we go for Weaver. If they hit it on 4, we're kind of sunk. Because we need like a... If they have it in hand, I think we're done. Guess we have to assume they don't. So we Badgermole for Ouroboroid and Hope. So the plan is Archdruid's Charm into either Keen-Eyed Curator or Doorkeeper Thrull. Both work, but we're 1 mana short, unfortunately. So I guess we just do this instead. They've got it, they've got it. Sometimes they like have it, but they don't have like the untapped land on time. Guess we'll find out. And they've got it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. One mana short. So I guess if we had like Llanowar Elves there, we could have stopped it. Or if we had a like a Nature's Rhythm, we could have done it. I think, maybe. This is kind of fun. We get to do Badgermole onto the Restless Prairie. Double Hired Claw is pretty good. I think we want this to be white. Probably just go for Keen-Eyed Curator here. Like, we could go for Weaver, but then, like, if they have, like, Burn for Badgermole, we're really in trouble. Although, we still have 4 mana then. But this is definitely a better blocker. I think we go for the Keen-Eyed Curator here. Hedge a little bit. If they have Helix or, yeah, that's pretty good too. Curator definitely slowed him down though, which is great. Alright, let's just refill with Weaver plus Llanowar Elves. Oh, never mind. Oh, that was... Man, auto tapper. Oof. Okay, that was... yeah, that was a mistake. No attacks. Yeah. Gotta watch the auto tapper there. So they're representing something. They could have maybe like the +3/+2. Is it worth double blocking the other one? Like we could lose Badgermole Cub. Like right now we've got 6 mana. I mean, it lets us get Ouroboroid next turn, which is pretty valuable, but we are at 9. If they have Burn, they could take both of these out, which would be pretty rough. We'd be down to 3 mana. We would take out potentially their Hired Claws, possibly. Yeah, this is tough. I I think we just let it ride. We need the mana too badly. Alright, 6 mana. So we go for Ouroboroid. If we go and get another Badgermole first, I think we still have enough mana because we untap Weaver. Yeah, I think we just do it that way. It like this. Could do one more, honestly. I think we still have enough to untap. Guess we could do 2 more. It's kind of nice. Just go for it again. Yeah, it's pretty silly. Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to tap the Weaver. That's... Ah, that was a mistake. I thought we still had like floating mana. That was definitely a mistake. I meant for the Weaver to stay untapped. Push for 11. So we could lose here. See, we want to do maybe... Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same. Just to make sure. Yeah. Whew, squeaked it out. But yeah, lots of fun stuff with the the untapping and all the Badgermoles. Opening hand looks nice. If Badgermole can stick, Turn 3 Ouroboroid could be sweet. Okay, mono green Landfall. It's a nice pickup. Yeah, I think we just go straight for Ouroboroid here. You have a fight spell? That's rough. Okay. So we could Weaver plus fight. Could just Ouroboroid again. You still need Trample to get through and kill us, I think. So I think we just go for Ouroboroid again. I guess on the off chance that they like make it big enough to kill us, we maybe have to hold the Badgermole Cub back just to keep our Ouroboroid alive. Can they 16 us? I guess if they have like the Harmonizer, it's a chance they get there. So I think we have to sit here just to be safe. It's pretty good. Push 15. I think we just take it here. Maybe we're supposed to block Chocobo with Badgermole Cub. Losing the... I guess that makes it so we can't play Multiversal Passage if we just go to 1. Untapped. But then we have the extra mana off the forest. Being able to double spell is pretty nice. Gonna have to chump next turn. They're only gonna get bigger is the problem. I think we just take it. Don't know if that's right. Yeah, that hard-hitting question was rough. So if we Archdruid's Charm, what do we get? Find another Ouroboroid, potentially. We could also use this to fight their 1/1, just so they have less threats to just straight out kill us. Yeah, I guess we go Weaver plus Archdruid's Charm. Can also block and do it on their turn as well. Save ourselves a blocker. Or just hold it and then play Elves to have another blocker. Could do that as well. But being able to search feels pretty good. Yeah, I think holding it and being able to search is probably worth it. Or just double jump. Yeah, let's hold. We could do 2 blockers plus try to use the charm. Let's have at least 3 blockers. I don't think we're ever blocking with Ouroboroid, so we can push with that. Could double block here on Bristly Bill. I think I'm happy trading one of these. Oh, actually, you know what? We want to use Charm. That was a mistake. I wanted to use Charm before we had damage go through. Yeah. So yeah, we wanted to use Charm to go and find something else. So now we can use Charm to just punch the Chocobo, I suppose, and then get a little bit extra of a pump. Or we could also just like use it end of turn as well. Could also activate Restless Prairie here, just so it gains the buff. But I think we hold on to Charm here. Chocobo could be a problem. We can, if we push this, we get +5/+5. So that should be enough. Yeah, that'll do it. That was a good one, yeah. Took a little long there to kind of think through different options, but yeah. And then just accidentally not spending the mana end of turn. But it ended up working out. Opening hand looks nice. Definitely want to go Weaver before Badgermole Cub. So hopefully like Weaver into Badgermole Cub into Nature's Rhythm, something like that. Mirror match. Okay, another landfall deck. Fortunately, didn't draw land, but this is still pretty good. There is the Konichi. We don't have the mana to play it. It's the only problem. We could also just like punch something if we wanted to. We could exile the Ascension. I think we just want to develop mana though. We've got 7 mana. We can go and find Ouroboroid, which is decent. We can also go and get another Cub. Let's do that first. Okay, now we've got 12 mana. Yeah, we just kill him. That works instead. So we can just go and find. Doesn't really matter how we do it, actually. Yeah, that'll work. All right, ended up going 7-2, so we ended up trophying. Got some nice rewards. There's the sweet prizes. Yeah, this deck has been a lot of fun. And I really do like the change, at least the shift from straight mono green ramp, just to give us access to a little bit more utility. Especially with like Doorkeeper Thrull is such a house against certain decks like Omniscience and Jessica Artifacts, like literally just like turns the lights off. And then Ademi of the Silk Shoots gives us so much more play against control. Farm Animals is also great against, even against like aggro. You can use it just to give yourself like a roadblock and then gain some life. But I like having access to Konichi to deal with potential problem creatures. So yeah, that's the deck. Definitely recommend giving it a shot. And thanks again for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next one.